I open up myself. I open up myself to the influence of the Abrahamic covenant over my life. I open up myself. I open up myself to the influence of the Abrahamic covenant upon my life. I pray, God, that you do with me according to the Abrahamic covenant. I connect to the Abrahamic covenant. I connect to the Abrahamic covenant. Come on, pray that prayer. Connect to the Abrahamic. Rokosokoto robo sekete. Libokosokoto. Rikosokoto robo. Riasentere baba. Nokosokoto robo. Rimeka sekete baba. Rikosokoto robo. God of Abraham, fulfill your Abrahamic covenant in my life. Establish the Abrahamic covenant in my life. In the mighty name of Jesus, the Son of the living God. Labo Sotoro, Rabalama Yeteleva, Rika Setelebo, Ramato. I open up myself. I open up myself to the influence of the Abrahamic covenant over my life. I open up myself. I open up myself to the influence of the Abrahamic covenant upon my life. I pray, God, that you do with me according to the Abrahamic covenant. I connect to the Abrahamic covenant. I connect to the Abrahamic covenant. Come on, pray that prayer. Connect to the Abrahamic. Rokosokoto robo sekete. Libokosokoto. Rikosokoto robo. Riasentere baba. Nokosokoto robo. Rimeka sekete baba. Rikosokoto robo. God of Abraham, fulfill your Abrahamic covenant in my life. Establish the Abrahamic covenant in my life. In the mighty name of Jesus, the Son of the living God. Labo Sotoro, Rabalama Yeteleva, Rika Setelevo, Ramato.
It's a very good evening, and I'm so excited to be here right on Grace TV. It's been a wonderful Sunday, and we come to you with a program called Youth Online Service. This is a program where we get to talk about youths, how you can make it in life, and how you can become big outside there. Well, my name is Juliet Mwami, but I'm not alone on the set today. I have two beautiful ladies here who've made it so much. They've made so much impact in the corporate world, in universities where they've been. They've made tremendous exploits. And they are here on the program today, and they're going to help us understand how we can make it. Ladies, welcome to the program and good evening.
Good evening.
Wow, so I have Ruth here, the colored lady, looking so beautiful. You look so good and you look so amazing. How are you, and welcome?
Thank you, Juliet.
Mhm.
Good evening to everyone watching us.
Yes. Wow, and I have Josephine, not just a male lady, but she's also a makeup artist. She's been doing great job. Josephine, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Juliet.
Wow.
And hello to everyone. Thank you
Mhm.
for watching Grace TV. And thank you for watching this program. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, sure,
Thank
definitely
you.
we are going to enjoy it because you people are looking so good. So our viewers today, we are looking at a subject that is very important. And as you are watching, please keep sharing the video. Keep telling people that the program is on. We are here to bring a change in your life. And today on the program, we are going to talk about what should youths do to make an impact in this generation. What should youths do to make an impact in their generation? And my beautiful ladies who are my guests, they're going to help us understand. Hey, Madam Ruth, I'm going to start with you. We have so many youths out there. They really want to make an impact. But what is it that a youth should do that will really push them to their dream? Quite alright, they've set their dreams, they've set their goals, they want to become this powerful. But what is it that a youth should really do to become what they want to become?
Okay, Juliet, thank you for that.
Yes.
I think most of the time,
Mm.
us youths, we tend to forget the fact that if you really want to make an impact in life,
Yes.
you
Sure.
really have to manage your time.
Exactly. Time
Yes,
management.
yes, time management. We're talking about strategy.
Yes.
How do you manage your time?
Mm-hmm.
If you say maybe 10 years from now,
Yes.
you want to become a doctor or you
Mhm.
want to become a lawyer or anything.
Yes. Yes.
What are you doing about it?
Exactly.
What are you sacrificing? How are
Mm.
you sacrificing your time towards that?
Exactly.
If you're still in primary or secondary school,
Yes.
are you pushing?
Mm.
Are you studying hard so that you can become what you want to become by the time it's 10 years that you've planned?
Exactly.
Yes, so we have to make sure we strategize on our time.
Planning,
Time,
exactly.
yes, time is the most important
Thing.
thing
aspect.
in everyone's life, because
Exactly.
yes, so you find that if you're planning to become somebody in life that is
Mhm.
going to make much impact towards
Exactly.
others, you
Mhm.
need to know how you're managing your time.
Exactly.
You find that the time you're supposed to study, maybe
Mhm.
that's the time that you'll be out
You'll be out
doing something else,
Yes.
but you know that maybe in the next 1 month, 2 months, or be having exams.
Exactly.
So we're talking about preparation and managing your time.
Wow, that is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. Indeed, as youth, we want to grow this big, but we're not managing time. Josephine, I come to you. Ruth has talked about time management.
Yes.
We have some youths, let's say, I have a lot of things that I want to do, and let's say, for example, I'm in college and I'm saying, I have exams that are coming. I'm saying, oh, there is still time. I can do this. Maybe I can do that tomorrow, or maybe I can practice it. Actually, there's certain youths that are in school, but they want to study on the actual day, which is lack of preparation that Ruth has talked about. So what advice do you have for such a youth that is watching you right there?
For the youths out there, I would advise them to focus on what they are supposed to, or if they have a goal, they say, oh, I want to be a doctor, for example, or I want to, like what she said. They need to focus.
Exactly.
To focus on, if it's studying, they have to study, focus on that, stand on that word that, oh, I'm going to study before the exam comes.
Exactly.
And then if they actually study their exams on the actual day, of which it never happens, they end up failing.
Exactly.
So I would urge them to focus.
Exactly.
They need to focus. Be focused on what you want as a youth, for you to get somewhere. Even as a makeup artist, I have things that I focus on.
Exactly.
When I'm doing my business, I actually focus on the things that will get me to where I'm going.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I have to buy products, for example.
Which is preparation.
Yeah, which is
talking
preparation.
about.
I have to buy my products, put them aside, and then those products get me other products.
Exactly.
That's focus. You focus on things that will get you to where you want to be.
You want to be.
Yes.
That's,
exactly.
That's actually true, because lack of preparation has made us youths to be so relaxed, and we don't want to do it. We feel we can be relaxed just because maybe on this day, maybe they've seen other people have made it in an easy way without any sacrifice and the preparation that's backwards. And I see a comment here where someone also is contributing, and they are saying one has to be connected to God, which is very true. So Ruth, I want you to help us understand, some of the youths do not take into consideration that for you to make it in life,
you need to have the money, you need to have finances, you need to have the shop for you to actually go out there and make it.
Wow, this is so awesome. So you see, this is now connecting to what you're saying, where Jesus was young.
Yes.
And do you remember, actually, Jesus went to the temple. He was going to the temple when he was
12.
young. He's made so much, he's made a legacy that is very big at that age. Please keep on encouraging us there. Wow, I see the people are commenting. Wow, this is beautiful. So, yes, tell us, Jesus had so much influence, and apart from that, we also see that the impact that Jesus did, it has remained as a mark up to date. Jesus had made so much impact that everyone is talking about it. The word, up to now, no one has ever beaten that record. So some people are watching and they're like, oh, maybe that was a spirit, Jesus was a spirit, maybe me, I'm just a teen, I've fallen short of the glory of God. What is it that you have to tell them?
Okay, like what I was saying, if I really want to give an example of Jeremiah's life, because
yes, exactly.
Us young people, when we talk about Jesus, it's going to sound like, okay, maybe Jesus was a spirit or something,
exactly.
But it wasn't like that.
Sure.
But when we talk about Jeremiah,
exactly,
he's giving us accurate example of a person that we can follow in the Bible.
Wow, sure.
Yes. If we look at Jeremiah's life, he was called whilst he was young.
Exactly.
So it does not matter whether you are young, big or old. You can still connect to God. You can still connect to God.
This is very beautiful.
Yes. You can still connect to God in faith and in truth. Because all what matters is, are you ready to receive Jesus Christ as your personal and Savior at that time?
Exactly.
And also, we need to talk about how the God life can help you to impact other people's life, because we're talking about what impact are you going to bring to the society. When you're growing up as a youth, you grow up with the fear of God in you,
Exactly.
you find that you become an example to
Exactly.
others.
Exactly.
Just like Jeremiah. Jeremiah has been an example to most of us.
To most
youths.
of us, exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. So you set a good example when you follow Jesus Christ's steps, because the Bible will let you know of what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do.
Exactly.
Yes, as a believer and as a person who is following
Wow.
Christ.
This is so wonderful. So we hear Ruth here says you need to be connected to God. You need to have the God life in you. You need to have the passion. She's talked about a lot of things. Josephine, we have a youth right now that is watching you, and this youth has the goal. They really want to make an impact in this generation. Like we are talking about, say, what should youth do to make an impact in this generation? And we have a youth that is watching you right now. They want to become like you. They want to achieve what you've achieved. They want to become great, but they do not have hope. They've lost hope because maybe they lost their parents. Maybe the parents are there, but financially they are not stable in terms of finances. And this is a youth that is looking at prosperity. This youth really wants to become prosperous, but because of the circumstance that is beyond his or her control, they feel like they can't make it. Please speak to that youth. What is it that a youth should feel? Should they give up now, or maybe should this youth push on? What advice do you have for this youth?
The advice I would give to the youth, for them to continue going on, if they don't have, if they've lost all hope, they need to actually depend on God.
Dependency
because when
on
you
God.
don't have, when you don't have, you really need to push on, depend on God, because He's the one that will give you the finances.
Exactly.
You need to have the faith that He is the one that gives.
Exactly.
You need to go on, like our father said much earlier. You need to step into the river Jordan.
Exactly.
You need to go out there. If you don't have, you've lost all hope. You need to push on. Have a positive attitude towards life. Be happy, be joyful, and then all the finances will come to you.
Exactly.
People will come to you.
Exactly.
You know, depend on God.
Dependency on God. So now, dependence on God. As a youth, you need to be dependent. Have your dependency on God. So, Madam Ruth, having a dependence on God. Josephine has just talked about having a dependence on God. You want to go far, and now you need to be dependent. You don't have to give up. Now, they say you need to find a church. Do I just wake up and I go to any church, or do I fellowship on TV? Or how can a youth find a church? You are a youth, you want to make an impact, you need to go to church. Do you just have to wake up and say, oh, okay, I've gone to any church? Or what is it that must push you to go to church? Please tell us something on that.
Okay, thank you for that.
Sure.
I think most of the time when you get born again,
Exactly.
yes, there's that push in you to say, okay, I need to find a church.
The conviction.
Yes, I need to find a church. I need to be fellowshipping with my fellows. But when it comes to choosing a church, I think that depends with your spirit.
Exactly.
Because there are churches you go to, then you just don't feel comfortable in that church.
That's very right.
Yes, you don't feel like you're at the right place. You don't feel like you're praising God in that church.
Exactly.
So maybe what you can do is, first when you go into a church, is your spirit certain?
Exactly.
Has it settled in that church? So once your spirit settles in a church, just know that to say, okay, this is the church that God wants me to be here, and I need to make impact on the same church where I am right now.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you know, not even just that. This is why we have this program, which is a church online program. They can tune in, listen to it, and have everything that we want. Madam Josephine, I come to you. I really love you ladies. You look so beautiful. You know, I've seen the amazing things that you do out there, and I've been following your Facebook pages, and I'm like, oh wow, these people are really making a tremendous impact in our generation. Now, Madam Josephine, I want you to tell us, the youths out there. Actually, she's talked about time management. So many youths are conscious about time, but then there is a limitation that is there. Let's say maybe I do not have focus. Have you been in a scenario where you have a program to say, okay, at this time at maybe 10 a.m. I have to go maybe to this place and do my personal programs. Like for example, you're a makeup artist and you say, okay, I have a client that I need to go and attend to. There are certain people that will just, since this is my friend that has come, since Ruth is my friend, my friend has come, and I can't disappoint my friend. My friend really wants me to go very high. My friend wants me to go with them. But then, as this person wants me to go with them, I can't disappoint her because maybe she's my best friend. I don't want to disappoint this one. They do not have a backup. Madam Ruth, please tell us, what word do you have for that person who does not have a backup? They say where the wind blows, you also blow there. Where the wind goes, you don't want to disappoint people because because they are your friends. You do not have, what we say, a backbone. What word or what do you have to say to such a person?
On that one, I think the most important thing is to strategize your time.
Exactly.
Manage your time. If you know that you've got a program at 13, another one, it's tight, maybe it's in between the time that you have to go this side.
Now, how do you do that? You're in between, so how do you do that?
I think it's to choose what you bring impact to your life, like who are talking about impact. Okay, there's some other programs, like you just want to go and see your friend. And then there's a business you need to go and attend. Which one would you choose?
You know, this business involves
money, of course.
It brings value to you.
Sure, so indeed
so you have to look at, are you making impact? Which one are you making impact with? Is it going to see your friend? Or is it going for a business deal that will give you money? So I think on that one.
So interesting.
Yes, on that one I think you choose.
You choose where to go.
Something that will bring impact. We're talking about impact.
Really. Just fit. Iron sharpens iron.
Exactly.
But as iron sharpens iron, come on, you're my best friend. I will hurt your feelings if I say I don't want to go there. I'm going to hurt your feelings. So actually, you know, that actually also reminds me to say the people that are close to us as youths, they sharpen us. They either make us or maybe they break us, they destroy us, they build us. Madam Josephine, talk about that. Iron sharpens iron, but here comes my friend. We need to go for dinner, you know, but I have this project that I need to do. I'm in school, I need to study, I need to do what, but I do not want to break my relationship with this person. What do you have to tell that kind of person right now as they're watching you?
If you're dealing with a friend, you have a relationship, you need to, your friend needs to understand that you have goals that you have set.
Exactly.
So if really they are your friend and they deal in sharpening your destiny, they have your interest at heart, they need to bend. You need to bend, right? They really need to bend and understand.
You know, this is very vital in most of us, because we're at this age. We tend to be so limited. We tend to feel, no, since it's the only time that I have, so I have to play maybe a little bit and work on the future, forgetting that as a youth, this is the only stage that you have to create your future. It's the only stage that you have to make what you want to make. It's the only time and it's the only stage that you have to to create your life. Madam Ruth, someone has been inspired. They really want to become big. They want to grow big. They have a vision. They are God oriented. They feel God is really speaking to them to go out there and make an impact, because in this generation it is only us, the youths, that are going to make an impact. If we do not make an impact today, then the future is in danger. We say leaders, or the youth, we are the leaders of tomorrow. The tomorrow that we are talking about, it is now. So now, what is it that we are doing? Now, what is it that a youth should do to become great? Is it that it's not like they should, it's not like the future is 10 years from now. Remember, whatever we are building now, we are building a legacy for our children. We are building a legacy in politics. All the decisions that we make as youths are influencing us right now to where we really want to go. Madam Ruth, can you please just shed more light on that one?
Okay, just like what we were talking about, like for, in an incident whereby you're supposed to go for leisure, and you're supposed to go for something that is going to make impact in your life. Yes, we're not refusing, us youths, we need to, yes, we need to enjoy life, but as we are enjoying life, let's remember that there's a future in front of us. Away from the current situation, there's a future in front of us. So even as you are,
you are doing
leisuring around and doing all sort of things, remember what will come after that,
which is a later stage.
Yes. What's the impact away from us doing other things? What's the impact by the end of the day? Because in life, today you'll be with 10 friends. Tomorrow you have to stand on your own.
Exactly.
You have to, an individual, you have to show what were you doing at your youth age. Who were you? You can be with friends, maybe rich people, people that are driving right now. But there will come a time where you need to stand alone and write your own story and look into the person in front of you in that mirror and say, this is who I am.
Wow, that is
after all this.
That is
so
very awesome.
When we really want to create impact, I think let's strategize our time. We're not stopping any youth from playing around or having leisure or going for a movie or anything. Yes, but let's manage our time. If you know that it's time to study, that is for your future. Time to go and watch a movie. Don't put things together. don't mix things. Don't mix things. When you say, okay, this weekend I will be going out with my friends, having dinner, what? Yes, have that. But remember, that one you should keep in mind, that time is coming. Where what you are doing in secret has to be revealed to the world. Yes. It's just the same when you're in school. When you're with your friends, you all be laughing. Yeah, exams are near. You don't know what your friends are doing at night, or you don't know what they're doing in private. Yes.
They don't sleep. They don't sleep. I think I remember when I was in secondary school, we had this girl. She was always making noise. She was always doing this. But when results come, this person is always topping, and you get to wonder, how is this person really making it? So it's very interesting, and I'm glad that as the youths are watching right now, I'm sure they are getting something. Now, Josephine, we have this, there is so much peer pressure around. There is so much peer pressure. We are saying, you want to go for a movie, you want to do that. Now, how do youths survive issues like peer pressure? How do you survive this? You are a youth. She said there is a future. But there is so much peer pressure, Josephine, that is coming. As a youth, we want to, maybe you want to do some experiments, some experiences. All these things, etc. So now, Josephine, how does a youth survive peer pressure. There is so much pressure, pressure. you know what I mean when you're
Yes,
talking-
I know exactly.
because when you
what
talk
you
of peer
mean.
pressure, actually, you find that some of the youths that are watching right now, they would say, I have a child because of peer pressure.
Yeah.
No.
Because I saw my friends doing this, so I also ended up
Yes.
doing it,
Uh-huh.
doing what everyone is doing. Just think, speak to that youth that is watching right now. How does
well.
that youth overcome peer pressure?
For you to overcome peer pressure as a youth, you need to actually distance yourself.
Distance.
Distance.
Are we
Distance.
talking about social distance?
No,
We
not
had-
really.
no,
Not
we
really
had-
social distance.
No, we had COVID.
No, not exactly social distance.
We had
or
COVID, so
COVID.
they're saying maintain.
No.
Maintain a distance.
The
Maintain a
distance
meter.
I mean is that when you notice that these are actually bad vices, you actually have to slowly but sure, not really exactly like saying, you need to move away from my life because you're bad news.
Exactly.
No, you actually become silent bit by bit, like, oh no, I'm quite busy, or you just say, oh, I'm doing something at the moment, they just lose interest. Your friends actually,
The same bad
yeah,
vices.
they
Now
lose
tell
interest,
us,
you know?
maybe I don't know, maybe some of us, some of the youth that are watching do not know. What are some of these bad vices that a youth should avoid in order to make an impact in this generation?
The bad vices would be like going to clubs like on a daily basis, like you just go there like, okay, let's just go and drink, for no reason.
Hey, this
You
is
you
interesting.
can't really just
You
do
can't
that
just do
and
things
waste
for
your
any
life,
reason.
You can't just waste your life just like that. And
That's
we
so
have so
powerful.
many,
You can say that again.
we have
actually.
so
That's
many
so
teenagers
powerful.
out there. They have friends. They'll call you every day. Oh, let's just go and have fun, when you have other things to do that can actually build your life. I know you can, as a teenager, you can go out. You go and chill with your friends, probably
Exactly.
by
24/7,
yeah,
so
just
I can
go and
chill
watch a
24/7?
movie.
The whole day?
No, not the whole day.
Okay.
Once in a while. I mean, once in a while, because all works without play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah.
So you really need to, you can watch a movie, once in a while, but it doesn't mean that you have to go out there. No, since my friend said no, let's go and drink, let's go and
do some
party
partying.
every day. No. By doing that, you lose time.
That's number one. You lose time.
Yeah.
Yes,
which you
yes,
talked
yes.
about, which is
And
very important.
Very
and then
important.
your morals.
Because, time waits for no one.
Time waits for nobody.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
It moves.
So immediately you notice such things, or your friends will definitely call you at that time when you want to do something that can build you. They will definitely call you, oh, let's go, and you leave what you are meant to do that
Okay,
can
there
build
is
you.
a she
Yeah.
hit, such a song.
Hey, let's go.
There's Chandan K.
So
So and actually, just to be frank, we are not saying don't go to clubs.
yeah,
We are not saying
Don't
don't party. We are not saying
once in a
what
while.
we mean. We are not saying right now stop having all your friends.
all the friends you're having.
Blacklist all your friends.
You don't
Block
have to
all
do
your
that.
friends. We are not saying that. What we are saying, what Josephine is saying, is
Exactly.
minimize. Stay away from bad vices. That's the only way you can make an impact.
If they
in
don't,
this generation.
if the things that your friends are doing are not building you, like if they're calling you on a daily basis to chill and waste time, then you need to at least keep away for some time. And then when you see, okay, it's necessary, go. After you've done all that you're supposed to do. Don't just follow blindly.
This is powerful. This is the true gospel, actually. This is the true
Exactly.
gospel. This is the words. This is the message that is being sent to all the youths that are watching. Ruth, I'm a youth. I've been disappointed. I've been heartbroken.
Okay.
I've been torn apart, and I don't feel any hope in my life. I don't feel any hope. How do I overcome disappointment? How do I overcome disappointment? Here is a youth that is watching right now. They're watching you from outside. We have so many people that are watching. We have so many youths that are watching, that have tuned in. Right now they're watching. But this youth is disappointed. This youth is heartbroken. How does this youth overcome disappointment in order to make an impact in this generation? How do I overcome disappointment, or how can youths overcome disappointment in order to make an impact in this generation? Please shed some more light.
All right. Okay. Yes, on that one, I think.
And tell us, what is disappointment? Because
No.
really, viewers, these are everyday issues that are affecting society.
Exactly.
These are everyday issues that are affecting the continent at large. We have youths that are very vibrant. We have youths that are very powerful. They are intellectual. Their mind, they are very powerful. They want to make it. They are praying to God. They are really trusting God, but they're disappointed. You are watching right now and you feel disappointed. This program is for you. It's an online service. This program is for you. You feel disappointed as a youth. As you feel disappointed, we have something for you. Ruth, speak to that youth that is watching, that has been disappointed and they feel they can't make an impact in this generation. Speak to that youth right in camera.
All right. So when we talk about disappointment, we're talking about issues that has to do with someone's feelings.
Exactly.
It cannot be maybe a boyfriend disappointing you. It can be maybe you lose someone who you love the most. Like, let me say, for example, your parents.
And that's very painful.
Yes, that's very painful. Your emotions, they'll be unstable. You'll be heartbroken.
Exactly.
So we're talking about all sort of kind of disappointment. We're not only talking about being disappointed by a boyfriend or anything.
Exactly.
Sometimes we get disappointed by maybe our results from school. You tend to give up and say, I've tried, I was studying, but I failed. I've tried. This is my second time. Maybe I'm doing my GCE, or my third time I'm doing my GCE. We are talking about all those kind of disappointment.
Exactly.
So if we go back a little, we are discussed about connecting to God.
Exactly.
Okay.
Connecting to God.
There's much impact when someone is connected to God.
Exactly.
Yes, because it will help you heal from the word of God. You are able to heal from there.
That's very.
Because sometimes you can find you are with friends that will be encouraging you, but you feel they don't understand you.
Exactly. You feel they
But
don't understand.
you feel that
what
you don't
what
understand
you're
what I'm going through. You've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time as youth, we tend to tell our friend, you've never been there. You don't really understand. But the only person you feel who understand at that point, it's God, because you know that God is able to feel what I'm feeling right now. So I think the best thing, connect to God. When you connect to God, find yourself. First of all, after that disappointment, find yourself before you start saying all words around.
Exactly.
Yes. All what you need is God, because God can heal a broken heart. It doesn't matter how broken it is. He can still raise you and become that person that you are supposed to become.
That's very right.
That person that you are supposed to be in the society.
That's very right.
Yes. So I think we need to connect.
God.
We need to connect to God, especially in such circumstances. We need God. We don't need human beings. Yes, they'll come and encourage us. Yes.
Wow, actually, that's very powerful and touching. At a point, there comes a time in life when you feel like giving up.
Yes.
You feel people do not understand
what
you're
you're going through. Yes, yes,
Exactly.
you
yes.
feel what you are going through is very painful, and nobody seems to care, nobody seems to understand. But here we are saying, stay connected to God. Let God be the center of your life. Let God govern your life.
Yes,
Do not
yes,
trust your life with men. Do not trust your life in maybe relatives. They do not understand. Yes, they do not understand what you feel, but we are saying there is a God who understands
how you're feeling.
everything
Yes,
that you are
yes,
going
yes,
through.
yes.
There is a God who understands the pain that one is going through. There is a God that is able to change and turn your disappointment into an appointment. Ladies, this is really
Exactly.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Josephine, I want you to I want you to say something to the youths. You know, you are in school, you want to make impact in this generation.
Yeah.
So we are saying, how can a youth be of impact in school, university?
Yeah.
How can this youth be let's say, how can this youth be very convincent? How can this youth make an impact in school, in university, everywhere they go, in their environment, in your environment, in the environment we're talking about, a place where we are coming from, in church, in the corporate world.
Yeah.
I want you to touch that part. How can a youth, we're saying how to make an impact in this generation, how a youth can make an impact in this generation. Now, how can a youth make an impact in schools, universities, churches, environment? How can a youth make this impact?
They can make an impact by being of value. Take part in
Exactly.
educational things. You know, you can take part in
Exactly.
church. If it's church, you take part in church-related things. You need to be part of the ushering team.
Yes, that's if
Just
you're
you
in
can
church, you
make
need
an
to
impact
be
there. You know, you can grow from that. Take up responsibilities.
Exactly.
You know, as a youth, don't be afraid to take up a responsibility. You know, there are things that a youth can do in school, but if you don't really put it up to yourself that, oh, okay, I can do this.
Exactly.
You're afraid to take risks while you're at school. You know, no, I can't do this because
Exactly.
you're afraid.
Exactly.
You know, don't be afraid to take up responsibilities as a youth.
Actually,
For you,
that's very
you can
powerful.
make an impact by stepping up and doing something. You know.
And you know, there are so many programs that are happening around. If you're in school, maybe you can join any group that will help you make an impact.
Exactly.
You are in church, like she's putting it. You're in church. You're a youth and you're in church. You can easily maybe join the ushering department. You can join the missions. You can join the youth ministry, and as well you can also join us here on Grace TV, because this is your program. This is something that comes to equip you. Anything that you need to add on this, you know, there is so much that is happening in schools. How can this youth be an impact to this school? How can this youth be an impact to this university? How can, actually, you know, there are youths that are working.
Yeah.
There are youths that are working.
Exactly.
They're
Yes,
working.
yes.
You're working for this company. So how can this youth make an impact in such places?
Okay, when we talk about youths, let's look at the Bible. The Bible, most of the time, it talks about youths. Huh? It will tell you to say.
From Genesis actually to Revelation. And
Yes,
you know,
yes,
that's a
yes.
proven fact.
It's
from
saying
Genesis.
it's saying remember your God. Well, you're still a youth, because the days are coming when you'll be old. Yes. So when we talk about the part of church,
Exactly.
you have to do the works that are in church as a youth. you have to contribute to most everything that is happening in
Exactly.
church, be it ushering, is it the praise team, is it youth meetings, those things, you know, they train you to become
to become better,
to become better in life, to help on impacting other youths.
Exactly.
Yes. And when we talk about school, I think like what you've said, there are a lot of groups at school, universities, even these secondary primary schools. There are a lot of clubs and everything, you know. Get involved with such things, because from there you learn a lot of things. You learn about different how people behave. So you know, it's about getting involved into things. While you're still still at school, because you'll never be a youth again. Don't forget about that. You only live that age once.
And when
when you go, people will start saying he's now living like a youth. It's because,
and you know, we've seen so many things like that. We've heard so many people that are living. You are at the age of 60 and you want to behave like somebody who is 25.
It's because you are not involving yourself in the activities of the youth.
You really need to involve
so
yourself.
You need to involve yourself.
Wow.
Yes.
This is so awesome. This is awesome. You need to involve yourself. Involvement. And then, you know, there's some youths that feel they've taken isolation as an everyday thing. You want to make an impact, but you want to be isolated. You feel, no, me, I just want to be alone, because when I'm alone, that's when, you know, there's some people that say, when I'm alone, that's when I think better. When I'm alone, that's when I eat good. When I'm alone, that's when I need to do that. There are so many bad attitudes that certain times we portray, and as we portray these attitudes, they really destroy us. Like, someone is watching right now and you just want to be alone, you feel isolated, you feel, maybe I just have to be alone. You know, there is so much isolation. There is so much isolation. And you know, actually, from isolation, this is, you know, isolation gives birth to suicide. Right now, we have so many curses. We've read in papers, we've heard on news how that certain youths or some youths are committing suicide in some parts of the world. Actually, they're committing it everywhere. They're just they're committing it because they feel, no, maybe I do not have parents. I do not have anyone to support what I do. We have a youth that is watching right now, and they've put themselves in isolation. Not COVID isolation, so to say, but they've just put themselves in isolation. They just want to be alone. They feel lonely. This program is there to help them. Josephine, what do you have to say to that youth that feels so isolated right now?
For youths that are feeling so isolated right now, I would tell them to actually come out of that zone, because you can never make proper relationships that can help you in life.
Exactly.
You know, you can't work alone. No man is an island. You can't.
Exactly.
You can't just be alone. You know, all manner of thoughts come. You know, like when you're alone. You know, idle minds, again, it's the devil's workshop.
That's the thing, an idle mind, you know, that's very powerful. So Josephine says, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. As a youth, you better work on your mind.
Exactly.
Wow, so, you know, that has really hit me so bad, because every time you know, you watch news, you look at these things that are there, you know, and they're heartbreaking. Because if you as a youth, you're watching right now, you as a youth, you are thinking of committing suicide, you are thinking of killing yourself, you're thinking of doing that, then what? Would the world have presidents? Would the world have ministers? Would the world have people to create things? Will the world have an impact? You need to understand, as you're watching, that a youthful stage, it is a stage of legacy.
Uh-huh.
And you know, legacy doesn't just happen. When you look at
Exactly.
all the
Created.
prominent people that have
Exactly.
gone far in life, they've gone far because of the decisions they've made as youths. They thought of the impact they would make. They thought of a generation. They know to say there is this generation that is coming. My generation, I need to do something. Because you need to understand that if you don't do anything today, then definitely you are going to suffer in future. Definitely you are going to suffer in future. My beautiful ladies, we only have few minutes to sign out. We only have few minutes. Say something to that youth. Say something to that youth that is watching. We have few minutes to go. They've said, okay, I've overcome. I've had. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna become successful. I want to become a makeup artist. And someone is saying, I want to become a media personnel, just like you, Ruth. Someone saying, I want to become a media personnel. Now I've learned. And some are saying, okay, but I don't know what to do. You know, there is also the aspect of reading. There is also the aspect of reading that us youths are not embracing, and this is something that we've not embraced. Ruth, you really want to become successful. You're a youth, but you've forgotten the aspect of reading, forgetting that knowledge is powerful. As we are signing out in just some few seconds, talk about reading. There are some youths that do not want to read. What way do you have for them?
All right. Okay. As a youth, I think there's what is hidden in a book, a written book.
The hidden secrets. Huh?
The hidden secrets. Once you read, you avail what you're supposed to become.
This is so powerful and interesting.
Yes,
this is so powerful and interesting.
Because
once
even the Bible, how are you going to know about faith if you don't read it?
Exactly.
You only become what you read.
Oh.
What you enter inside, that's what you become.
Exactly.
So we're not
There
stopping
is a
anyone
discovering of purpose, actually.
from going.
Discover your purpose.
Yes, you
in reading.
discover a lot of things in a book. There are a lot of hidden things in a book.
Wow.
Something that you can just not go and say, I've learned it via experience. You don't need to experience it, but you need to read it.
You need to be knowledgeable.
You need to have the knowledge about it.
You need to be knowledgeable.
Yes.
Wow.
Same as becoming a doctor. You can't say, by me looking at a doctor or looking at a lawyer, I'll become a lawyer. No ways.
Maybe I'm a good speaker, so maybe that's qualifies me to be.
You
to
can
be
be
a
the
good
best speaker of the
Yes.
world, but if you don't go through the book, you are blank. You are nothing actually at that point.
Exactly.
Because you become what you read. What you enter inside, that's what comes out of you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
This is
So reading, studying is the most important thing in a youth's life now.
Exactly.
An impact in the future, you need to have the knowledge.
You need to have knowledge.
Yes,
You need to be
yes.
knowledgeable. Hey, this is
So
really
read
good.
all kind of books, not only the Bible, not only school books. You can
But
read about
really
the purpose
different.
given life. You can read those books.
So actually, what book are you reading with? Is it the same purpose-driven life?
Yes, the purpose driven life. It's the book
Wow.
I'm reading.
You should bring it next time we invite you on the show.
All right,
you should bring
okay.
it so that you read it. Josephine, I have so many books. Actually, we say readers are leaders.
Exactly.
Yes,
You
that's
cannot
true.
become a
Leader
leader if
who
you are
don't-
not a reader.
Yes,
So
that's
for
true.
you to make an impact, for the past time in this 1 hour that we've been talking about how can a youth make an impact in this generation. And as we are signing out, we've concluded to say you need to be a reader.
Exactly.
You need to be a reader because
Yes, exactly.
leaders are readers. You cannot lead if you're not a reader.
Exactly.
Josephine, last word for that person that feels reading is for journalists or reading is for lawyers. There's certain people that say, no, I can only read maybe I'm not in school, so I'm not gonna read.
No, actually, as a youth, you need to read to learn how to talk to people. You can go out there, and then if there's an opportunity out there, and then you don't have the knowledge, you can't really.
What are you going to speak
out
if you do not have anything?
You can't read, you will just come out there, and then there will be an opportunity for you, but there's nothing within you. You've not read. You just have to read, and then there are those that feel like they have the skills. Don't be scared to go on YouTube. There are people learning new
and knowledge
skills.
is everywhere.
Exactly.
This time around.
There are people learning new skills out there. You can learn a skill. Don't just be comfortable in one thing.
Being very comfortable.
Don't be scared.
Yes, do not be. You are youth. You are watching right now.
Youths,
we are saying on this program, do not be in your comfort zone. Do not be comfortable.
Exactly.
Oh, this has been interesting. Thank you so much, ladies. It's been a great privilege having you. Thank you for the light. Thank you for the good things that you've shared. Thank you for the knowledge that you've imparted in the young generation. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a wonderful time. I'm so glad to have you. The youths have learned something and they are very happy. I'm sure they've learned something. I want to say thank you so much for coming. I'm so grateful. And as Grace TV, we are so graced. We are so happy to have you on the program. It was such a wonderful show. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your efforts. And I'm going to say, do not stop what you're doing, because we are learning from you. We are learning from you. Trust me, we're learning from you. Keep on making the impact that you're making. Keep on being a blessing to people. Keep on inspiring us. And thank you so much for making a decision to make an influence and to make an impact in this generation. I want to say thank you so much. We are so happy to have you. It was a wonderful talk show. I love, actually, Josephine, next week I'm coming to your office. I'm coming to your workplace. I'm coming to your office. I want you to do my makeup. Actually,
Thank
you so much. I'm gonna
we'll
come.
definitely receive
But
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. I do not have words to say that. Thank you so much, ladies. It's not easy to have you. It's never easy, but you've made it. You've made it on this program. I want to say thank you, and may God Himself bless you. Our viewers, thank you. Our viewers, this was Church Online. This was a youth church online fellowship that we had. Thank you so much for watching. We are so happy that you've tuned in. Remember to tune in again next week Sunday at 18 hours sharp, and please keep telling people to come on board and watch. This is your program. You've seen we had a topic on how a youth can make an impact in generation, and I had my two beautiful ladies, Ruth and Josephine, that have helped us shed more light on this topic. I've been your host, Juliet Mwami, and I'm so happy. We'll see you next week. For now, it's stay blessed, shalom, and bye-bye.
Bye.